Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. He couldn't get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you find yourself behind the chains.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Tight end now in motion. The give on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
To the ground, he's got it again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get the space and make the big gain.
Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quick completion on the out route. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking downfield, it's short. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Rides the back and leaves it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
It's complete on the right side. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Lanier. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Georgia. A great catch and run for 6.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bermudez. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. UConn will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the left side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Give to the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical.
He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. It's Lanier. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Let's go. With jet sweep pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. We're not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Calls his own number. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to pass. It's short. Throwing right. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Off play action on 1st down. He's open on the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's short. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. They'll send out the kicker here. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Good right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 21 to LSU.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Flips it out to the back.
Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Bulldogs in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Quick strike complete. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Complete on third down. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. To throw, it's short. Got his man on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Corners are walked up tight. He wants to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got him. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they're after him. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might already knock them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that...
There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Creates a little space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Segal. Throws to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Wants to go up top. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he got loose. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Dogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Toss sweep to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's got it and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Siegel. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Bulldogs. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. He's got it down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Under fire. Makes the grab. him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Just drives it between the uprights. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final play of the quarter coming. Gives it on the option. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Segal. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Snowed under by the defense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll move the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin it. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running.
Breaks into the open. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting 1st downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Back to pass, it's Siegel. Got his man downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the 1st down, and time is running out. This defense...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Makes the catch. It's Williamson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll go back to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's short. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they've...
He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Husky. And once he... open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Makes a man miss. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. it's complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are on the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
UConn offense goes back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got it behind the line. It's Bermudez. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And some room to work. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That's a great job by the wide receiver understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the first down, catch the football, move the sticks, and get an extra set of downs.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Dropping back, it's Segal. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UConn going back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And back to the air on second down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
UConn will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Hauls it in at the 40. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Illegal block in the back. Return to.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Georgia.
Okay, ready? Easy. Dropping back, it's Siegel. Moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. And he makes the catch inside the 20. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure coming. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's complete. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it, and the offense should be able to run out the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll set up to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year.